Am I the asshole for leaving my Bumble date stranded at a restaurant after she admitted she was going to her guy best friend's place after the date? A couple of months ago, I matched with Anna on Bumble. I thought we vibed really well. She had a really nice and funny demeanor, and we had lots of engaging conversations on FaceTime. We set up our first dinner date last week. I proposed a really nice restaurant, which was sort of far from where we live, but I really wanted to treat her because I thought she was special. She asked if I could pick her up, and then after the date, drop her off at her best friend's place. I didn't mind at all. Anna said she had a movie night with her best friend. I picked her up and we went to the restaurant. The date went better than expected. We vibed really well. She also had drinks since I was the designated driver. Right at the end of the date, Anna asked if I would drop her off at Josh's. I was initially confused and then realized Josh was her guy best friend. She instantly realized what she said and it became awkward. She apologized, and I told her there was no reason to apologize. I was just curious about who Josh was. So I asked Anna, and she said he was her guy best friend, and they occasionally have movie nights. She said she wanted to be honest with me because she really liked me and saw a future with me. And she admitted they sometimes make out during these movie nights, but it doesn't go any further than that. What? I appreciate her honesty, but this whole thing felt like a huge gut punch. I was maybe in my feelings, but I just couldn't do it anymore. I told Anna to just ask Josh to pick her up, and I paid for my portion of the dinner and left. She looked really sad when I ended the date and left. I felt guilty about it later and called my sister to ask her if what I had done was right. My sister said I shouldn't have left Anna stranded at the restaurant, especially after she was really sweet and honest with me. I told my sister how I couldn't be expected to take her for a really fancy dinner and then drop her off at her guy best friend's house where she would make out with him. I don't blame you. I had enough self-respect not to do that. Exactly. Was I the asshole? Update. Since I left Anna at the restaurant last week, she texted me a couple of times, but I just ignored those messages. I opened the messages a couple of hours ago and I was sort of surprised. Instead of lashing out at me, she just apologized again and said she was willing to stop seeing Josh if it meant we could continue our relationship. She said after dinner, she just took an Uber back home and didn't go to Josh's. I texted her that there was no reason to apologize and I shouldn't have left her stranded at the restaurant. And I should have also paid for her meal since I was the one who invited her to the expensive restaurant. I asked her for her Venmo, but she said she didn't care about the money and asked if we could continue our relationship. I didn't have the same feelings for Anna anymore, so I just texted her upfront and let her know that I don't think that we're compatible and I don't want to continue this. We chatted a bit more and she was very respectful of my decision, but admitted she was very sad. I too admitted it was tough, but it's best for everyone that this doesn't continue further. That was a final text, and I definitely think there are valuable lessons learned from this entire thing. The audacity of Anna to admit that she goes to her best friend's house to watch movies and they just casually have a little makeout session. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me tell you what she was doing. She was using you for the food and she was using her other man to get fucked. Okay? That's what she was doing. I'm gonna give you your flowers because the amount of restraint you had is phenomenal, okay? And you're not the asshole. Let's just clear that up right now. You're not the asshole for leaving her there. You didn't pay for her stuff. I don't fucking blame you because you was about to go see next man, okay? Let him fucking pay for it. You did not drop her off. You let her know, sweetie, your next man can go and fucking pick you up wherever you need to go. You know, shit could have really got ugly up in that restaurant. And some people, they don't play that shit. They do not play that shit. So the fact that you have restraint and you had control over the situation, I'm gonna have to give you your fucking flowers for that one. And then let's talk about your sister. I mean, yeah, she gave her a little opinion or whatever. That's cute. Say that you left her stranded. I don't think that you left her stranded because you were at a restaurant. Y'all wasn't in the middle of the woods or nothing like that. In this day and age, it's about to be 2025. There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's her man that she was going to meet up with after that could have gotten her. So there's plenty of options. It wasn't a stranded type of moment. Then on top of that, she want to sit there and talk about, oh, how she dropped Josh and she's no longer going to talk to Josh. Given the, it's just you and me, baby type of vibe when she know damn well that she's still going to be texting Josh. She's still going to be doing some Netflix and chill with Josh. And she's still going to be kissing Josh. And she's still going to be fucking Josh. She is such a liar, yo. She's a liar and she's playing you. And I'm glad that you did not fall for that shit. You said no, you stood your ground. Listen, this is not going to work between us because I'm not fucking with that shit. So my final verdict is you're not the asshole. And I'm glad that you handled the situation that you did in a very mature way. And you're the MVP of self-respect. Kudos to you. And you're going to find a woman who's going to love you and respect you and who wants to be with just you and only you. Don't give up. You're not the asshole. Am I the asshole for leaving my girlfriend that was financially dependent on me without warning after discovering she cheated on me? I, 28 male, girlfriend 28 female, have been together for 5 years. We have long talked about marriage and talked about kids. She quit her job a couple of years back to pursue a medical degree. Last week, I found out she cheated on me with an ex-boyfriend from high school. I needed to use her phone to call mine, and I went to unlock her phone. It was open on an Instagram conversation between them. I have nothing against the guy, but he's going nowhere in life, and I don't understand why she would want to be with him. All he does is play video games and watch TV. First of all, how do you know that man's business? And clearly, he's able to bag your woman. So he obviously has something that you don't. I guess ambition comes in all shapes and sizes. Some of them conveniently parked on a couch living their best life. Instead of being sad and heartbroken, it made me angry. Angry that I put so much into this relationship and woman that I thought would be the mother of my future children. Angry that I've been supporting her through college, including rent, food, tuition. Just angry. So I called a locksmith to change the locks the next day with landlord's permission while she's at class. Packed up as much of her stuff as I could find and left it outside. Texted her and told her what I did and said if she wants to get anything else, I'll have her brother come and get it because I don't want to see or speak to her ever again. Since I did this, both my parents and hers have been blowing up my phone. They say that what she did is wrong, but there's no reason to throw away 5 years and that if I kicked her out, she will be forced to drop out and waste years of her education. You're not putting my shit out on the street, and I'm dead ass. That's number one. The moment that I got that text message, you best believe I would have been back ASAP. ASAP. And shit would have been dealt with. Yes, what she did was fucked up after being in a relationship for 5 years and paying for her college tuition and just all of that stuff. You should have told her you have X amount of hours, X amount of days, this may be, to come and get your shit, or else I'm putting it out. I don't believe in just putting people's things outside like that because you don't know what's sentimental, any of that stuff. You always give someone the opportunity to come and get their stuff before you just put it outside like that. That's fucked up. No, you're not the asshole, but I do feel like you could have handled the situation just a little bit better. And I hope that you're not out here putting out all this theatrics just to get back with her again, okay? So I better not see a motherfucking update talking about, oh, we're back together. If you're gonna break up with her, then just break up with her. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Who gives a fuck about what your family and her parents and your parents? No, they're not in a relationship. They don't know what's really going on. So are you the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. But next time, let somebody know, come and get your shit or else I'm putting it out. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my mom with my brother's wedding after she chose him over me? I, 22 female, need to know if I'm the asshole here because my family's making me feel like I am. A bit of context. My mom, 43 female, has always favored my younger brother, Liam, 20 male. I love how y'all just give out people's names. You know, I don't know if it's the real name or not, but y'all never say y'all names and y'all always giving out other people's names. What's good with that? Like, it's not even subtle. He was a golden boy and I was the independent one. Whatever. I learned to deal with it, but this time it went too far. So a few months ago, Liam proposed to his girlfriend, Emma, 19 female. I'm happy for them, but my issue is how my mom handled something that happened just last week. Emma's bridal shower was being planned and they asked me to help out. I'm pretty good at organizing stuff, so I agreed. But here's the thing. My mom kept giving me tasks that made it clear she didn't trust me. She told me not to mess things up like usual. What the fuck, right? Then the big slap in the face. Mom asked me to step down from helping completely and let her and my aunt handle everything. Why? Because apparently Emma was worried I'd make it about myself. Like, excuse me? I've been nothing but supportive and now I'm getting pushed aside. When I told my mom how hurtful this was, she said, "It's Liam's special day. Don't ruin it for him." I was so mad. I told her she was always picking him over me. And of course, she brushed it off, saying I was overreacting as usual. Now Liam's wedding is in 2 months, and my mom asked me to help her set up the venue and do other last minute stuff. I flat out refused. I told her I wasn't going to help with a wedding where I wasn't respected or trusted. She called me selfish and said, family helps family, no matter what. I'm just done with feeling like the backup kid. My dad, who's always been more fair, thinks I'm justified. But now my aunts and cousins are blowing up my phone saying I'm being petty and that I should grow up and get over it. Am I the asshole for finally standing up for myself and saying no? Yes, you are the asshole. How ungrateful of you. Everybody knows that being Cinderella is the greatest treatment on earth. And how dare you not hop, skip, and jump at the opportunity to help at a wedding that they said that you would ruin. I mean, what's next? Demanding to be treated like an actual human being with respect and consideration? Let them continue to worship. I worship you. Their golden child. Since they already got everything handled, you feel like that you are being pushed to the side and not being respected and considered, and they over there talking shit behind your back, then don't help. If you're gonna ruin their big day and all of this stuff is gonna go wrong because of you, don't help. That's it. If you still feel like you want to show up to the wedding to support your brother, then do that. But you don't have to help with his wedding. What I would do is I would sit him down and explain to him the situation. You know, I love you. I'm happy for you. I cannot continue to take the treatment that I'm getting from mom because it's affecting me. But I will still support you and I will still show up to your wedding. So no, you're not the asshole for standing up for yourself. And I would honestly consider you getting some type of therapy or some type of counseling, you know, just to work through the emotions and the family dynamic and drama and whatever trauma that you have going through this.